Hey, everybody. Welcome to Life with Marlene. How's everybody doing? I am Marlene, and this is my channel for vlogs, for shopping hauls, videos, reviews, just things that are happening in the life of Marlene. I am a Florida content creator. So, yeah, all of those. So, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to this channel. And I also give motivation like I will be today. So today I'm going to be talking to you about, discouragement. So let me see who is in the chat first. Hey, Kyle, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, good afternoon to you as well. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Today, everybody, I'm going to be talking about discouragement. And why I wanted to talk about it is because there's a lot of things that we can be discouraged about, but I want to talk about don't stay discouraged, okay? And notice that I didn't say don't get discouraged. We all get discouraged. It's impossible to not get discouraged. It's part of the human experience. Things happen to us, life happens to us, but it is possible to not stay that way. We can't let we can't let things happen to us that causes us to stay discouraged. And it's all about the things that we actually have to do. Yeah, this is something that it takes action. It takes us to be strong in our thinking. It takes us being strong in our mindset. We have to know what we want to do, okay? You have to know yourself. You have to know what you are about. You have to know what you deserve. And I want you all to know that. I'm doing great, Kyle. How are you doing? Good to see you as well. If you could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. You and anybody who is in the chat and those who are watching in the replay, if you could please like, subscribe, and share this out. It's really appreciated. The things that we do, in our life, it's about choices, and it takes certain actions on our part. So we do have to do some things in this life to get the things that we actually want, because we can't stop discouragement. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's so important that we do these things. It's about action. And I definitely wanted to come and to say this, that we have to ask ourselves these questions. Why am I feeling this way? How long have I felt this way? Is it me or is it other people? Is it seasonal or all year? So when we are feeling discouraged, when we are feeling some type of way about ourselves, about our life, we have to ask ourselves, why? Why do I feel the way that I feel? Why am I going through this? Okay. And also, how long have I felt this way? Is it me or is it other people projecting their fears, their insecurities, their doubts, their worries onto us, or their problems? Or is this something that just happened to us where we're feeling discouragement during this time because of the season, because of the weather, because of the weather, how cold it is, how dark it can be? That definitely can affect our thoughts and make us feel depression. It's a real thing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Kyle. So we definitely do have to ask ourselves this question. Why are we feeling the way that we're feeling? How long have I felt this way? Is it me? Is it others? Is this a seasonal thing, or is this something that I feel all year? And based on our answers, based on our response, it makes us know how we need to proceed in our life. Am I Why am I feeling this way? Is it because I'm doubting myself? Is it because I've recently gone through something that's troubling, upsetting, maybe a traumatic event, maybe a breakup of a relationship, whether romantic or friendship? So, these things are losses that were justified. It's nothing wrong with us being in our feelings and feeling a certain way about our life and our situation. But the whole thing is we have to ask ourselves, how long have I felt this way? Have I felt sad for a long time? Or is this something that just recently happened? And also, is it me? Is this a personal problem? Am I dealing with certain issue, or is it other people putting this in our head, making us feel like something is wrong with us, like we are crazy or something? So other people will put all of their problems onto us if we let them. We have to really pay attention to those things. Or is the way we're feeling about this discouragement, is it just this season when the weather is colder and darker, or is this something that we deal with all year? Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I am just sharing my experiences and the things that I have learned. I've learned that when the weather changed, when I lived up north where it was cold and dark for a short period of time, I definitely had to develop some seasonal depression, and it's a real thing. And one of the things that really helped me with my seasonal depression is get one of those sun lamps. And anytime I was starting to feel this type of way, I would turn on my sun lamp and just relax, maybe read a book or do something. And getting that exposure to some good sunlight, it definitely helped my mood. So that's one thing. And we have to ask ourselves, am I feeling this way all year, or is this something that I just developed in this season? And based on that answer, we have to know whether it's something that we personally can do, or it's something that we may need some help to cope with how we're feeling. Hey, Butter Roll, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you could hit the like, I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, Butter Roll. Um, and one of the reasons why I wanted to have this conversation, because I know this is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about, that they feel discouraged, and even getting into, they feel some depression, they feel some anxiety, worry, and doubt. All of us do as humans, all of us do as grown people with real life, with real problems. Everybody's going to have those times where they're up, they're going to have the times where they're down. But the most important thing is to have conversation and to not keep everything to ourselves. I know that a lot of times we will feel that we have to be strong or tough, especially for your children, or there's certain people that you can't show your weakness to them because they will talk about you, they will put you down, they will do those things to us. So you have to make sure that you let down your defenses around the right people, because the right people will help you to get through how you're feeling. Hey, Rudy, how are you doing? Welcome. The right people will help you to get through how you're feeling. And it's so important that if you're feeling discouraged, to reach out for support, and not just from anybody. I mean, reaching out for support for the right people, a trusted friend, somebody that you've been through some things with them, and you know that they're not going to go and spread your business. Oh, they're feeling this, and this is the reason why. You have to have people in your life that you can trust. It doesn't have to be a lot of people. One or two is plenty, but just somebody that you can vent with, that you can open up with, somebody that you can trust. And also, I found it's been amazing having mentors, letting them know what you're going through, those who are trying to develop something for their life or their business, making certain changes, or just life happening to them. It's really good to find somebody that you can mentor, get into a mentorship. And you telling them your struggles, the things that you're dealing with your business, with your life, with you, they will share too. I went through something similar, and that helps us. It helps us in this life when we get discouraged, for we have somebody that will say, I've been through something just like that too, and this is how I got through it. That really helps you, because when you are going through something, you feel like you're getting crazy or something, like something is definitely wrong with you, and it's not. Everybody feels that way. It's just that everybody does not have a safe space to feel comfortable to share that and to say, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I'm going through, and it's normal. It is normal. And we need to have those type of conversations. Okay, Kyle, thank you so much. Much love to you too. I'm trying to keep warm wearing extra clothing layers. Awesome. Awesome, Butter Roll. Keep warm. Take care. Hey, Tamika, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy new week to you and to everybody. Happy Monday. um, Definitely wanted to have this conversation because a lot of people I know go through things, especially in the winter season, in the colder times, and you start having those dark thoughts. You feel very down, very feel like nobody cares, nobody understands, and it's not true. Everybody goes through something. It's just that everybody doesn't admit it. And wants to talk about it, feels comfortable in their safe space to talk about it. So, yeah. So, all of those things too. So, also having a life coach, somebody who will support you spiritually, whatever is your belief system, but having people who are like minded or on the same plane of elevation as you definitely helps. And don't discount therapy. I'm always going to advocate for therapy because I know for sure that a combination of many things saved my life. Having a great therapist that I can be able to share certain things that is too heavy for the mind and the heart to handle, but also balancing it with my spiritual support, also balancing it with a life coach and friendships, and then also me admitting to myself what I need to do. Okay. But yes, that's important to have support. It's so important to have support, and it's okay. It's okay to admit that to yourself, that I can't do everything on my own. Nobody should have to. Hey, David, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Yes, keep growing. You too. Thank you for stopping in. If you guys could please hit the like, I really appreciate it. Um, I know I'm not the only person that feels this way. I get discouraged. I feel down, even though I'm a person that I try my best to be positive. I try my best to do good to others. I try to be good to other people, but I feel discouraged. I feel sad. Just sometimes it's not even something happening to me. It just sometimes you just feel the blues. You just feel sad, just life happening. Or maybe it could be you're missing somebody. It's a lot of reasons and situations why we feel discouraged. But in this space is a safe space to say these things, because there's not a lot of places where we can let down our guard and to say, I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling discouraged. I'm feeling sad right now. I'm going through a lot of things, especially those who have health issues. Um, yeah, those who have health issues, those who have, problems with their kids, um, problems in their relationships. I'm not saying for you to come here and say you're having those issues, but there's a lot of things that happen to us in this life that can make us feel some type of way about our life. But just know that you don't have to balance it all on your own. Make sure that you reach out and have conversations just like this with somebody that you can trust. Hey, the mother and daughter duo, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to my mods on deck. Realist one here. Thank you so much for being here. How are you doing, Realist? Good to see you guys. I hope everybody's doing good. Yes, practicing good things brings that energy back. Definitely. It sure does, David. I definitely always advocate for, doing good to others, but also doing good for yourself. And, one thing that really helps me a lot so that I don't just lay in bed feeling sorry for myself, letting my thoughts overwhelm me. Think about things that are happening, thinking about life, how you're going to pay these bills, how you're going to do certain things, or the people in your life that don't appreciate you or they're acting crazy, they're tripping. Okay. Try to keep yourself busy. Most times we feel discouraged because we sit in our thoughts. Go and do something positive with your life. I can say for a long time, I sat and I was waiting for certain people because I wanted to get to certain things. I wanted to do certain things for people. And you sit and you wait for people so that you can do whatever it is, accomplish a certain goal, do a certain thing that you want to go on an adventure. But there are some people who never will want that because that's not what they want. It has to be about what you personally want. So, what do you want, to all you gems? What do you want for your life? Don't sit and wait on your dreams. Don't let your hopes diminish because other people aren't there. Other people won't support you. You got to make your life the way you want it. Ultimately, as adults, it's up to us for us to have the life that we want. And it means that we have to keep busy. When we keep busy, um, you get your mind off of whatever it is that is troubling you, whatever difficulty that you're having. So if you feel discouraged and you just sit in your thoughts, feeling sorry for yourself, saying, "Oh, I feel so sad. I feel so lonely," or crying, or beating yourself up for a decision that you made, or just thinking about the people who've abandoned you and the people who don't support you, it's not going to make it any better. We have to keep ourselves busy. And yes, we get discouraged, but you got to get out there and go and live some life, even if you have to go do that living solo. I found the best adventures that I've ever had in my life, I've had by myself. So don't wait for other people to be on board and support you. If you want to go on adventures, if you want to travel, if you want to do something, if you want to explore, go and do that for yourself. Life is too short to sit and wait for other people to support you. You may never get the support that you want. Okay. You may never get the support you want. And I know that that doesn't sound like a very positive thing, but it's realistic. Not all the people that we care about, not all the people that we love are going to give you back that positive energy. Some people are in that negative space, or they're going through something, they're dealing with their own trials. And maybe at that moment, they can't be there for you. I'm not saying that everybody that we know, because they don't support us or they don't want to be on board with certain things, doesn't mean that they don't want us to succeed. Just certain people are going through certain things and certain trials, and they just cannot give you what you need at that time because of they're carrying their own burdens. They're dealing with their own struggles. So, you know, also reach out to people, because when we reach out to people, sometimes they may be feeling the same way we do, and we can encourage each other. Another thing that I will say is, don't stay discouraged. I found that when I get out, I go to the gym, I go for a walk, when I'm actively moving, um, it helps my mind to focus on something better, because I'm not in the house, because I'm not looking at the same four walls. I can see other people. I can breathe in the air. I can, release some of that negativity. I found that, exercising, when I exercise my body, it definitely helps with my mind. when I stay busy, when I get out, when I go to the gym, when I go for a walk, when I get busy doing something for myself, it helps my mental health. Because my mental health is not good just being in the house. I'm just not a home person. I have to get out in order for my mind to be okay. Because when I stay home for too long, I feel some type of way. Let me see what's going on in the comment section. Okay. You guys are all talking to each other. Okay. So, another thing that I think is important to do when you are feeling discouraged, when you're feeling even maybe some depression, write out some things about yourself. Write down your positive qualities. We have to write out who we are in order to affirm and to remind ourselves. Everybody needs some reminders. Write it out. I am amazing. I rise above the challenges. Remind yourself when you went through something and you got through on the other side. Say, during this time I was going through this, or when I didn't have a job, or when I didn't do this, or I was dealing with a health problem, or whatever it is. Write those things down and say, remember when you felt like you couldn't get through it and you did. It's good to remind yourself of the times where you didn't think you were going to make it through and you made it through. Remind yourself. So remember that. And just like then, you will get through the challenge that you are facing right now. And I always say, and I encourage myself and I love myself and I deserve to succeed. I deserve to have a positive thinking and mindset. We have to remind ourselves of our own personal value. Write out who you are and then affirm it and remind yourself. Write it down and then look at it and read it, and it will make you feel better because not all the time we have people in our life that are going to say that we're amazing and that you're doing things and you made it through. People don't know the personal struggles that you have on a day-to-day basis. They don't know what's going on in your head. They may know you personally, but they don't know you to know what is going on in here in your mind. So remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of what you have been through and the times where you made it. See, it's those stories when we conquer, when we overcome, that helps us to rise up over and over again. We can encourage our own self with reminders from the past so that we can live in the present, happier and healthier. Let's see what's going on in the comment section before I go on. Hey, Tuber Chat, how are you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your share. Hey, East, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much. If you guys could hit the like, I'd really appreciate it. This is one of the things that definitely helped me a lot so that I don't stay discouraged, reminding myself of my own personal value. And I say this very seriously to each of you. You need to remind yourself of your own value because of life, because other people may take you for granted. But even if other people aren't showing you appreciation, no, I'm a good person. Like I remind myself, you're a good mother. You're a good sister. You're a good daughter. You're a good provider. You're strong. You're a great friend. You're a supporter. You're a motivator. Remind yourself of everything that you are to the fullest of your capacity. And that's going to encourage you to not stay down. It's going to make you stand up, even if it's just one more day. And then the next day, you remind yourself all over again. Affirm who you are. Remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of who you are worth. Everyone needs reminders, even if some people will not admit it. Everybody needs reminders of their own personal value. Know your worth, everybody. Know your worth. And this is another one. A lot of times we get discouraged because we don't focus on our mental health. Whatever it is that you've been stressing about or who you've been stressing about, it's important to take those breaks. Turn off your phone, just go into your solo time. Have your own me time. Um, we talk about a lot of times things about personal care and all of those things, but right now we're going to talk about focusing on our mental health. Your mental health is important. How you are feeling up here, how you feel about yourself, the things that you've been stressing about, the people who stress you out, and take breaks from people. All relationships, even good relationships, you need breaks from them so that you can, you know, remind yourself that even in relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, on the job, everybody needs breaks from each other so that you can restore, so that you can recharge, so that you can rest. And you do have to rest your mind. You got to rest your mind. And we have to stop letting people, okay, even ourselves, stress ourselves out. We don't have to be perfect. We don't always have to be available. We don't always have to be right. Turn your phone off, especially off from social media. Take a break from social media and live in the real world. Get a contact with the people that you care about, the people that you love, and live in the real time, have real conversations and not just digitally texting and emailing and, FaceTiming. It's important to live in the moment with the people and spend quality time with the people that you love. This is how we focus on our mental health. We live in a society that everything has to go fast, 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 hurry up. And it's okay to slow down all the way to a stop and just say, today, right now, in this moment, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on my mental health. I'm going to focus in on taking care of myself. Okay. Yeah, everybody, take care of you. It's so important to do that. Because this life about, being busy, rushing off to work, rushing off to do this, rushing off to do that, it's important sometimes to just sit your butt down and relax. Put your feet up, enjoy your favorite beverage, enjoy a good meal, slow down. I know people talk about this fast life. Yes. And, it's important because you got to pay bills, you got to get things done, but it's important too to let yourself go to a stop, halt, put the brakes on, and, you know, just focus in on what's important, who's important to you, and take breaks from people who are stressing you out. If people are stressing you out, you have to rethink, is it stress? Is it a good stress or is this a bad stress? They're stressing me out because I'm never giving them everything they want. They're always complaining about me. Those are the relationships that you need to drop. Or is it just life and people being themselves that you just need to stand back from certain people for a while and let them have their time and then you have yours? That's healthy as humans. You shouldn't be all up on everybody. Everybody needs a break and a rest from everybody, or it will affect your mental health. It really will. Let me go to the comment section one more time before I go to the next point. Yes, thank you so much, Realist One. I really do appreciate it. Um, yeah, so turn your phone off sometimes. I see some people and all day long scrolling on their phone, or FaceTiming or making videos, or the life of a content creator. I get it. But after that, turn your phone off. Live in the real world. Enjoy yourself. Relax sometimes. Get out. Have some fun. Laugh. Um, and don't just stay home. And I get it, especially during this time of the year where it's a little bit colder and it's not very comfortable to be outside and to stay outside. But go outside, get some fresh air, then come back. But don't just stay at home. That's not good for us to just be home all the time. It's really not good. Also, fill up your cup, everybody. Fill up your cup. Make sure that you're getting the rest that you need. You're getting your personal care, and also you're learning to say no. Saying no is a very important thing. It's important to say no to people who just you need to say no to, because some people, they'll never, It will never be enough. The more you do for them is the more they will take. They'll take. And it's not just they'll take from you financially, they take from you mentally. They really stress you out. They worry you, give you anxiety. So you got to be very cognizant of the energy that people are pulling from us, and put a stop to it. Learn to speak up and say, no, I cannot help you. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. Setting boundaries is so important to help us to not get discouraged and stay discouraged. We have to know what we want, what we like, what we don't like, and not be the man or woman that just loves to people please, because that's expectation that we can never keep up. We can never keep up with making everybody happy. Everybody has to make their own self happy. So, everybody fill up your cup, take care of you. Make sure you're getting your personal care, in relationships with children, with so many relationships. We will be so busy putting into other people, making them happy, giving them what they need, and in the end we'll be neglecting ourselves. Like, what's the last time you make sure you're giving your daily personal care, your shower, taking care of your teeth, going to your doctor's appointments, eating food, the regular necessities of life. That's a part of filling up your cup, is taking care of yourself. Make sure you're getting rest. Because I know just about all of us, we work hard. So we also, when you work hard, you need to get your rest. Make sure you're turning off your phone. Make sure you're getting your personal care and setting those boundaries and saying no. Because when we say no to other people, we're saying yes to ourselves. And if you don't say yes to you, there's nobody else will. We're the ones that have to do that for ourselves. We have to be an advocate for ourselves. We have to be the ones to be our own friend. We have to be the ones to say, enough is enough. And when we see somebody is using us, when we see somebody is a manipulator, or somebody that we just don't want to be around, you find out really who a person is, or that person never fills up your cup. They only are seeking to get, to take, to use, to manipulate, to bring in drama. If they're one of those, they're never going to fill up your cup. They're never going to give you what you actually need. They will never. Some people will never give you what you need. That was definitely a life lesson for me. I had to learn that no matter how much I wanted somebody to care about me, no matter how much I needed or wanted certain things, there are some people that will never fulfill that for you. They will never give you what you actually want, because it's not inside them. It's either because they don't want to do it, they don't know how to do it, okay? They don't know how, they don't want to, or they don't care. So it could be one or a combination. And we have to realize that not everybody who cares, that we care about, cares about us back. Yes. Saying no to others means saying yes to us. Yes. Now, I've been saying that for a while, and I had to learn that, especially in the role of, adulting, of parenting, that while you care for children, while you care for other people, while you care for relatives, I had to learn to speak up and say, I matter too. I am valuable. I need rest. I need whatever it is that I need. So make sure you're filling up your cup, you're getting your rest, you're saying no, you're setting boundaries. And yes, I know, I'm just going to have a real moment of honesty. A lot of times we enable people in our life. We will do things for them. Oh, I'll do it. We feel sometimes that it's just easier if I do it for them than making them do it for themselves, because maybe they'll make a mess, or we feel they don't do it right. That's a control thing. We can't control other people. When we release those control, little strings, you can't control everybody and make them do what you want. It's all of those things. It's all those things. It's simple, but it's true. A lot of disingenuous activities out there. Yes. Yes, and a lot of people don't know how to say no. And I can admit that I was definitely a person that I enabled a lot of people in my life because I would just rather do it. And then you get burnt out because you're the one, you've created a monster. You've created a lazy person. You've created a person that never has to do things because you're the one that does it. So we sometimes make our own problems. We make our own stresses, and we have to release the little puppet strings. We have to release, trying to be in control of what other people want, what other people need, and we have to let people fall down. You got to let them make their own mistakes. And it's all of those things about being an adult. You can't control other people. You can't make people do the right thing. You can't make people make changes. That's something that they have to want to do on their own. Other people have to want to grow up. They got to want to grow up. And that used to hurt my feelings a lot because I don't know. I just don't think that people actually out there would actually want to do things to hurt you. But some people are. Some people are that way. Some people have nothing to do. Their objective is to hurt you, to bring pain, to bring drama into your life. And those are the people that we have to stay away from because they're going to pull your energy and they're going to make you feel negative, and they're going to make you probably snap or go off, raise your blood pressure, do a lot of things to you. And we deserve better than that. So, yeah. Yeah, we speak based on experience. Yes. It's so true, Eastad. It's so true. So I only got one more point here. Okay. And this is the last point that I have. Um, don't stay discouraged. Evaluate your choices. So, whatever choice that you have made in life, we don't always make the best choices. Um, our choices sometimes may not be balanced. We have to ask ourselves, are my choices balanced? Or am I focused on one or a few people who use or who are negative? We got to evaluate. You got to ask yourself a real and honest question. Are these people in my life? Or is it one or a few people who are bringing in bad vibes, bad energy, using me, making me feel less than, always challenging me? Those who I can't trust, the ones that backstab me. We have to evaluate our choices. And it's our choice every single day what we will put up with. You don't have to put up with everybody and their drama, with their foolishness, with whatever it is that they're saying, whatever they think that you should do with your time, what you should do with your money, what you should do with your life, what you should do with your relationships. All of these are our personal choices. We can't let people's negative energy, their whatever, their projections, their fears, their doubts, their whatever cause us to make poor choices. We got to get back into that balanced part of our life. Are we balanced? Because if you're not balanced first, they're not going to be balanced. You got to be in control of yourself. You got to know what you want, who you are. And if you're happy, and if you're not happy, you got to ask yourself, why am I not happy? Because ultimately, discouragement is just a lack of happiness. There are certain situations, there's certain things that is happening, has happened to us, that is making us feel discouraged. But it's all about evaluating what it is, getting to the root cause of it, and then focusing on, okay, how can I change that? What can I do to make myself happy? What can I do to make myself happy? And then repeating it, just a rinse and repeat over and over again, because it's all up to us, how we're going to choose to feel about ourselves. Hey, Boss Life Online, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. Good to see you. If you could hit the like, I really appreciate it. So that's one of the things that I definitely wanted to bring out. I don't know if anybody wants to come up. I have like about 10 minutes. If there's anybody who has something that they would like to add to this discussion today, you're welcome to hit the link. And if not, then I'm going to get out of here. But I definitely wanted to say to everybody, don't stay discouraged. Just like I said at the beginning of this discussion, there are things that is going to be discouraging in this life. There's people who are going to try to make us feel discouraged. There's going to be some sadness. There's going to be trouble. There's going to be difficulties, but ultimately, at the end of it, we're the one that has to make the choice on whether I'm going to choose to be happy. I'm going to choose to balance. I'm going to choose to find out why am I feeling the way I'm feeling, and yeah, and all of that. So whoever is feeling some type of way, whoever is going through something at this very moment, I just want you all to know that you can, just like you can feel discouraged, you also can find out why am I discouraged, what is causing it, and then flipping it around and saying, now I'm going to make the choice to be happy. It's all about choices, and we are the ones that have to choose to be happy. We have to choose. We have to choose, and that's nobody else's responsibility but ours. I had to learn that for myself, that it wasn't anybody else's job to bring joy in my life. It was a nobody is not going to stop you from getting out there, getting active, and enjoying your life. It's us. We're the ones that say I can't. We're the ones that limit ourselves. We're the ones that make ourselves stay in that negative space for so long. Child, you are so right. Drama. Choose to be happy through it all. Yes, it's a choice. It's a choice. And just like I said before, because I don't have no problems being honest with myself, I enjoyed the drama when I was younger, when I didn't know myself, when I didn't know my worth. I was around people who were dramatic and people who were negative because I thought that's just what we did. I just thought that's all that life was, based on my income, based on my demographic, based on lots of things. But I was the one that had to change. I was the one that had to make better choices. Yeah, it's an easy choice. Yeah, nobody is worth it. Nobody. Nobody. And even I have to say, romantic relationships. A lot of times people stay in romantic relationships just for children, just let's be real. People just stay in relationships so they have somewhere to live, so that they're not outside. But I just feel like it's not worth it if you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't you're not growing, you're not happy. There's nothing. I don't know. You just not feeling some type of way. To me, I feel like the best thing that you can do if you're not growing in any relationship, you need to release those people. It doesn't matter, a romantic relationship, friendship, relatives. These people are bringing in negativity and drama. They're not growing as a human being. They're always about the same thing all the time, starting stuff, and uh, it's just so toxic. It's just so like pulls and drains all of your energy. Any people who are like that, stay away from them. And it could be people like those that we are choosing to allow to stay in our life, or we're listening to them and their negativity, or they always want us to help them with the solution to their problem when they need to work that out on your own. So my advice is, let other people handle their own business, let other people handle their own problems, and let people just grow up. Let people grow up. We have to let people grow up. And I know that it's hard, especially it's hard for me, to let people that I love, you see the course they're going on, and you see this is not going to end well. this will not be good. But I can't be the person to want to control that, because it starts to affect me mentally. It stresses me out. And then of course they don't do what you want to, because it's their life and not yours. So I just have to let myself stay out of it. Stay out of it. Minding your own business is not only good for them, but it's good for you. Let people make their own decisions. Let make people knock their head against the wall, fall down as much times as they need to. Eventually they'll learn to not do those same things. But you can't be the person to always have to bail people out of their poor decisions, of their whatever, of their foolishness, of their whatever. Yeah, just got to let them do what they do, and you got to do what you do. And that's part of protecting your own mental health. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. We deal with enough stress on a weekly, monthly basis. We sure don't need another adult adding to it. We don't. We don't need nobody adding to our stress. We don't need nobody adding to the pain. We don't need nobody bringing us in more aggravation. We really don't. So if anything, help us get rid of it. Yeah, if people can't lighten our load, then you need to back away from those individuals. Yeah. Yes, we should have allowed the experience we gained from that drama to make us aware completely. Yeah. Be aware when you see things. Like, I see people, and I was guilty of it too. I would see people doing things to me that hurt my feelings. Like, they they never will do right to me. They never check on you. They stress you out. They do wrong to us all the time, and we keep allowing it. You keep allowing it. And people say, oh, I have to because it's my relative. No, you don't. I have to because we're in a romantic relationship. No, you don't. Or I have to because it's my friend. No, you don't. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. You don't have to be around negativity. You don't have to be a part of drama. You don't have to take part in their negativity and their whatever, that they're always a part, and involving you in their foolishness. People, that's one thing people will do. Try to get you wrapped up in their foolishness, and then look to you as the one that should be the solution, the cure all for all of their problems. And that's really not your issue. It's really not your problem. So give people back their business, and stay out of it. That's what I say. Give people back their business. If you ain't my peace, you're the problem, and vice versa. Gotta self reflect. It's extremely important. It is. It's so important to reflect, like, is this person adding to my life? I always say either a person is a blessing or a curse to me. And it may, we don't realize sometimes that people are a curse to our life, because if people are bringing negative, if they're bringing drama, if they're draining your finances, if they don't care about you, if they don't check on you, if they're not showing you love and consideration, or if they're disrespectful, if they're any of those things, if they're causing you to be affected up here, they really don't care about you, especially if you've told them how they are making you feel. You've told them, this is how you're making me feel, and they still do what they want to do. If they do what they want to do, now it's time for you to do what you need to protect yourself. Do what you need to do to protect yourself, and don't feel like, oh, something is wrong and you're the one miserable, you're the one sad, you're the one, you know, in bed doubting yourself, sometimes crying, feeling some type of way. And some of these people will be getting in the way of you getting to the next level of your dreams, of your success, of the benefits that's supposed to be happening, or the blessing that you're supposed to reach out and get. But you can't get to it because you're so busy with them being in the way. They're getting in the way of you or your dreams. Yep, I agree, realist. I agree. Thank you so much, realist one. I really appreciate it. Yeah, some people just can't. I mean, really can't reflect. Yeah, they can't reflect because let's be honest, some people aren't mentally all together. Some people have, some mental illness. They got some drama, and a lot of people cannot stay in the present because they're so busy back in their past, complaining about what happened to them. And if you don't work on what happened to you in the past and come to an agreement, okay, this is what happened to me, this is what I did. I'm accountable for this part. I'm not accountable for this. You got to learn to accept what you did and grow from it and mature from it, and then discard the things that's not yours. I don't have nothing to do with. I cannot do anything with what a person did to me. I can't change a person who hurt me. I can't do anything but be myself. I can't be anything but amazing. I can't let other people cause me to doubt myself, to stop my progress, to stop my mental health, to make me feel discouraged, to affect my finances. You can't do that. Yeah. Deflection, and it's always your fault. Say that again. It's always your fault. They never assume responsibility, accountability, and they'll be complaining about the same thing that they complained about 5, 10, 15, or 20 years ago because they are doing nothing to change it. They haven't changed their income, they haven't changed their attitude, they haven't changed their focus, they haven't grown up, they are not accountable. It's all of those things, but it's not our job to pick up a person like that hasn't grown all the way up, a person who is not accountable. You don't have time for people like that in your life. Yeah, yep, it does. Both people have to be mature. I'll say that for sure. It's in all relationships, it takes two mature people for things to work. And if one person is immature, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay, it won't. Yes, let go of the past. It doesn't define you now. It doesn't define you. And for many of us, I can't say everybody, but I used to always think the things that people would say, or my level of acceptance was what who I was. And because I was not accepted, I was not liked. And I never even thought in my mind that it was people who were jealous of me, people who had evil motives, who wanted to stop and stand in the way of my progress and my blessing. Yeah, and we have to let those people go, and we have to get out there and live our life and enjoy. Because the more that you get out and get busy and doing what you need to do and being happy, loving yourself, doing all of those things, it's a choice, everybody, and we're the ones that have to define who we are. We're the ones that have to define that. We're the ones that have to make certain choices in our life. That's right, Geo, because it can have a strong hold on us if not. It sure can. We can be we can be stuck in our past our whole life if we don't pay attention. But that's the whole thing that I love about a new day every day. As the sun rises, you got a whole new 24 hours. So whatever happened yesterday, no matter what other people said, no matter what you did, today you have a new opportunity, a new day to live, and you have the choice to say, today I'm going to do better than I did yesterday. I have a whole nother start again, and that's a choice. I have a whole new 24 hours to be happy. I have a whole new 24 hours to get into the things that I want to do. I have a 24 hours to have peace of mind. But all of those are our choices. And also, you got 24 hours if you're really going through something in your life and just things just aren't right with you. It's okay to say, I really do think I need to talk to somebody, whoever that may be. It may be you're a friend. It may be through prayer. It may be through a support group, maybe through a therapist, a life coach, a mentor. But it's important that we don't hold everything in, that we have people that we can trust in our life, that we can be vulnerable with and say, I can't carry this. What do you think about this or that? When we're an adult, we're adult enough to say, this is what's happening to me. Is this me? Am I an issue? Am I going crazy? But when we have people in our life that will tell us the good and the bad, okay, this is what you're doing. This is what you're not doing. You're right on target. Or maybe you should try this. That definitely helps us so that we don't carry all of our load, all of our burdens all the time and think it's just us. Some problems that we have in life is not us, it's other people. And sometimes it may be us. We may need to work on our focus, on our mindset, on being more positive, of letting go of negative and toxic people that are using and abusing us. Okay. So, if you are feeling like this way in your life, if you're feeling discouraged, you're having feelings of worthlessness, we got to ask ourselves, why am I allowing myself to feel this way when I am worth more? I'm more valuable than that. I deserve more, and you do. So, challenge your thoughts when they come into your head. Every thought that comes to you, either from you or from other people, you don't have to believe it. You don't have to take it in. Challenge it if it's something outside of the focus of what you want for your life. If you doubt yourself, if you put yourself down, say, why am I thinking this about myself? Remind yourself of who you are worth, and what you can do. It's not always going to be, we have a lot of people in our life that will raise us up. We have to raise our own self up. We have to be our own friend. We got to speak up and say, you know what? You've been through some hard times, but I believe in you. You're remarkable. You're amazing. You can do it. Keep on going. Keep on fighting. Keep challenging what other people say. Remember, at the end of the day, it's what we choose to think about ourselves. And what you think about yourself is what matters. If you are feeling discouraged today, talk to somebody. Trust in a support group. Don't carry all your burdens alone. Everybody needs somebody, every single person. And to every single one of you gems, I say these conversations, I have these motivational talks to check in and let just as you have discouragement, your girl, I have discouragement. I feel some type of way sometimes, but I don't allow those thoughts to win. I challenge those thoughts and I cast them aside. I say, no, that is not the way we're going to think about ourselves. We deserve better than that. We have more value than that. And I want you to say that the next time your mind or other people make you feel some type of way. Don't don't let other people, don't let your situation, even you, to fear, to worry, to doubt, to give into some of the thoughts that we may have from time to time. Keep your head up, everybody. And this was all to remind everybody. Remember, you deserve to feel good about yourself. You deserve that. You deserve to feel good about you. You deserve to have love, to be loved, and you need to do what you need to do to be encouraged, not discouraged. Yeah, every single one of us gems deserves to feel valued, to feel strong, to feel good about ourselves. Remember, if nobody has told you that today, you deserve to be loved, but it may be you looking at your own self in the mirror to make that choice. Every day you wake up, make that choice. I deserve to be loved, and I am loved. You all are somebody. Every single one of you gems, you all are somebody. You all are somebody. You all are. Yep, you all are. So, hey, Word, thank you so much. Yes, you can do it, Miss Roxanne. You all are. I'm proud of every single one of you gems. Keep going. Don't be discouraged. Keep your head up. So, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's live stream. Thank you for your support. Thanks for rocking with your girl on this channel. I think I'm going to have a vlog up sometime this week. I'm not sure. Yeah, thank you everybody for their support. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting Life with Marlene. Thanks for hitting the like, and those who are watching in the replay, leave me a comment in the comment section below. Leave me a comment. I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, self-love is the key. Self-love is the key. You're the ones that has to make the choice to love yourself. You're the one that has to choose to not be discouraged, not give into fear, not give into worry, doubt, what other people say. You're the one that has the final say. You have the final say, everybody. Love yourself and love your life. I am Life with Marlene. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And I'll see you guys on the next one. This is Life with Marlene, and I'm out.